Okay, I don't know what happened to the last video, but it cut out probably because the phone got too hot. So I'm trying in a new spot here. And we'll see how it works. You can see all the hives. This will be a Hilljack Hacienda on YouTube. And I thought I'd mention that I'm Papa John. I was graciously given that moniker, Margie, and I guess my grandbaby's mom said I could be a granddad, or at least Papa John. So here I am, and that's why I'm making the videos, for the generation or the next generation to know who I was and say hi. And you know, if Anthony, Alicia, or Phoenix ever decide on kids, or their kids have kids, hey guys. Anyway, I'm gonna move down here. I might be out of sight a bit, so I'll kick it over. I'm about to take a Saskatraz nuke and install it in my 4th beehive. That would be the one on the end, so might be a little farther. We'll see how long the video lasts. Sorry about that. All right, here I am. Okay, so I have the weight. I have a sugar board, I think, on top here, which I'm probably not going to use because the guy had cheap feeders, or less expensive feeders. I do have a box. These are actually observation hives, and this is a medium observation hive. It has a window on it. I have this one here with, best I can tell, I did not do any extra wax frames. So there's your first. Or did I? I can't tell. I don't think so. I know I waxed some, but it doesn't look like I waxed any of these. So there's 5 in here, and I'm going to see how many are in this one. And this is a float feeder that'll have a floating platforms. So you put the sugar water in there, those floating platforms raise up, the bees come in here and go into there and stand on the platforms. So that should mean the Italians are the only ones that don't have some type of device like that. Well, there's another floating platform in here. There's another one that's just a reservoir with a screen. I'm gonna get or make another one of those, and then everyone will have an appropriate liquid feeder. And then what I want to do is make sure everyone has some type of candy board for winter when that gets going. So right now I'm going to unwrap this nuke that I got from Ohio, Hartville, I believe. Hartville Honey Apiary. Guy gave me a bag when he knew how long the drive was. It was probably a good thing because there's at least a couple dozen bees that decided to escape. I've never actually worked with a nuke before, but it does look like whoever did escape didn't do too well. Some did, some didn't. So I guess we'll figure it out. But I guess it's important now that they're out to let them know what's going on as far as a home. Wow. Yeah. So they're already mad and trying to sting. They are all over me. Let me tell you something. They are not thrilled. They're on my hands, and at least a couple have stung. These are Saskatraz. They're supposed to be calm, but apparently they're quite agitated. So anyway, I mean, at least one of them tried to sting me already, so that one's a goner. So, all right, well, soldiers, not going to do you much good. I am well covered. So let's just do this. Trying to see which one will come out. So apparently nuke installation is quite different. I am just going to go ahead and tell these suckers to chill the fuck out. I guess I could have done this first. Hitting them with sugar syrup, telling them to chill out. Probably could have done some with some smoking too. So they do appear to like my right hand better than my left. Apparently when you install a nuke, they get rowdy. You know. I'm gonna checkerboard it a bit. I got at least one big fat brood frame right here. And it has drone comb. I believe, considering their level of agitation, I should check for the queen at another time, because they're pretty upset right now. But at the very least, I'm gonna make sure I put the combs together. I didn't checkerboard at all, did I? And the honey ones will spread out a little. With an extra frame. All right. We're gonna leave it like that. Got to pull the entrance. I'm going to give them this sugar feeder. Oh, you know what? I'm going to drop on a candy board, not for the candy, but so I can shake the rest of these bees in it. All right. Well, they seem to go right in right away. That seemed anticlimactic. So they ain't getting it. They don't need it. They went right in the hive, except for all the guard bees flying around me now. So what we'll do is get a nice feeder board on here. And I made a lot of extra syrup, so. Realistically, this hive should be ready to expand next week. It's got 5 frames. But I don't know because I did not wax the frames. I want to see what happens. Make them work, let them build it. Does it come out wonky again? Because I got wonky combing ones where I didn't wax them. In frames that I waxed them, they're not so wonky. So we'll see. I got at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's about 20 bees that tried to sting me but never got through my gloves. Probably closer to 30. So I'm gonna put the lid on this and we'll see what happens. And that's it. There's an entrance. And they should be good. Be nice to see them calm down. They're like going batshit crazy. They might be doing cleansing flights too. I don't know. So anyway. Well, they seem fairly agitated. It doesn't bother me, but I'm like, should I go ahead and work on the other ones? I think I'm gonna go ahead and feed the other ones at least. Yeah, I'll go ahead and feed the other ones. I don't think this is necessary right now. I just hope these guys don't like get mad at each other. I got one agitated hive. It still has some sugar syrup on one side. A little bit on the other one. All right, that's probably all I'm doing for that. Let's hope nobody tried to get in it and drown. We got one dummy. There you go. Way to go, dummy. All right, that was the Carniolan hive, and that's all I wanted to do was make sure they had enough food. This is the Italian hive, and this is actually the one that's the most spicy. And they seem quite busy. They are tearing up the sugar pretty good. I thought I'll give them some more sugar in this tin. I got a tin in here with sugar substance in it. We'll just see how they do with it. Because that's my strongest hive, so I'm least worried about that one. That being said, could probably get another feeder for them. We'll see how they do with that. Hopefully not too many decide to drown. I'll check the syrup feeders out front here in a second. This is the Russians. Can't see me. This is the Italians. They're the most spicy right now, as Coach would say. And these are the Russians. These are the ones that have my attention the most right now. They're the ones I'm going to make sure get lots of food, because they're not growing as fast as I thought they would. And I'm wondering if I'm underfeeding them. So they're getting a full load and a half of sugar. Their shit's gonna be full. Let's I'm bored, falling. All right. Yeah. All right, ladies. Look out. Sideways so you don't crush nobody. Scoot them along, scoot them along, scoot them along. All right. And then here, go on, lady. All right. We're all fooded. I'm going to go around the front and check for syrup. I'm not sure what you can see. Maybe a little. All right, it looks like the carniolan one still has lots of syrup. It looks like the Italians and the Russians have actually drank all their syrup. But fear not, I have plenty. So the sugar, actually the sugar water is what this is supposed to be. And it is supposed to be a 1 to 2 mixture. 1 sugar, 2 water. And that's what makes sugar water. The sugar syrup is apparently supposed to be a 1 to 1 mixture. 1 part sugar and 1 part water. So, go on. You're not supposed to go in front of the hive, it aggravates them, so I guess I'm doing it anyway. My bee coach at the Veterans Administration, Amy Bump, he gives me crap for walking in front of the hives, and rightly so. I don't know that, Andy, I ran in, when I was at the VA hospital getting ready for an eye exam, I actually ran into my bee coach, or my bee mentor, Andy Napier from Broken Barn Farms. Great guy. I actually saw some jars of honey he was selling at a location. I'm gonna go down to the far end. I got a syrup feeder to put in that last hive that I just installed, the one with the Saskatraz nuke. That's probably the ones that are real spicy right now. I also have 1 hanging feeder left if the Italians need a syrup feeder. I've got 1 appropriately sized hanging feeder. I did not have the appropriate sized hanging feeder for, yeah, I know. Well, you can sting me all you want, but it ain't gonna hurt. I'm way over here. I have the appropriate sized hanging feeder. I had 2 wrong size. Now I got wonky comb in like 2 of these hives. So, it is what it is. It's kind of hot. It's sweating. There we go. Everybody's done. I'm not sure what this does, but it sure is fun to spray. And it smells good. It's like some kind of scented sugar water. And it's got like honeybee health or something in it. It smells really nice. The bees apparently dig it. I sprayed it all over the nuke box, and they are definitely in it. So I hope the video lasted all this time. So I'm done. I just wanted to feed them and say hi. Hi, kids, grandkids, great-great-grandkids. My name's John Valdez, retired Army now. I was known as Papa John, and I'm taking up beehiving and moving to South Carolina pretty soon. Maybe I'll meet you in heaven someday, folks. Bye-bye.